Hey guys, welcome back to Adventures in Guitarland, where I teach you how to be a better guitar player by playing a role-playing game. This is our first episode in level 1, and today we're going to talk about tuning a guitar. Specifically, why is it tuned, what tuning is it in, what does that mean, how do we tune it, and that's pretty much it. What are the different things that are available for you out there? I did have intentions to do more in this video, but every time I try to record more than about 15 minutes, it's just things go wrong. So I'm going to break it up into multiple episodes and multiple videos and just get them out quicker than I intended. So right now, we're going to look at tuning the guitar. Before we do, let's hear that intro again. Well, that didn't sound right. That's because I'm out of tune. That'll happen occasionally to you when you're playing a guitar, especially if you have new strings, is you're going to fall out of tune a fair amount. So you need to know how a guitar is tuned, how to retune the guitar, and get going forward. So first of all, let's talk about the things you need. Obviously the guitar and the strings are needed. The other thing you need, well, should have, don't absolutely need it, is a tuner. As discussed in an earlier video, I have my little headstock tuner here. It cost me about, I think like $12. It wasn't terribly expensive, but it's quite accurate. You can also download one for free on your phone or tablet. There's plenty out there that are free that are 100% worth buying and do a great job. They really do. I don't like the way this is set up still. Stand by. That's better. Even the phone was out of tune. So now that we've made our adjustments there, let's start talking about how we're going to make adjustments here on the actual guitar. The first thing to remember is the way the guitar is tuned. Now, in previous video, I explained it was tuned E, A, D, G, B, E, and that's still true, but we need to know what that means, and that's going to come into play for later on when you start learning scales, different chords, and understand how all these notes and strings relate to each other. So the way a guitar is tuned is in perfect fourths, with the exception of the G to the B string. That is actually tuned in a major third. Causes a little bit of an issue with stuff. I'll kind of show you what I mean here in just a moment. So if you have a fancy headstock tuner like I do, or some other kind of tuner, all you need to do is look at your tuner, play the note, and this says, oh my goodness, it is going, I'll have to see if I can show you guys this real quick. So it is saying that I am flat. I am way down into F, which is fine, because we're going to tune it up. So this side of the headstock that is on you, towards you, as you turn things toward you, it's going to lower in pitch. Turn away from you, it's going to raise. So we need to go from F down to E. So I went a little too far. And it doesn't take a lot to tune these down or up. So keep that in mind as well. So now we are on E. That's a good E. Flat on the harmonic. All right, good E. So now that I have that, I can just tune the rest with the tuner. But I'm going to show you another thing in case you don't have a tuner and let's say the A string is what fell out of tune or another string. This is something you can do. Since you know it's tuned in fourths, so E, F, G, the next string should be A. So it should sound like that because your A is the 5th fret here. So for almost every string, except for the one exception, if you put your finger on the 5th fret and then play the subsequent string, they should sound the same. This is sharp. So you can listen until they sound the same. Still a little sharp. And I do highly recommend you practice this, for another reason, from time to time, just to get it right. That's pretty close. I'm actually still just a few cents sharp, so I'm going to go ahead and use that to do. There we go. That's perfect. That's in tune. Hear how those kind of ring together? That has a little of a waver or dissonance to it. That's because the D was just a little bit sharp. Now we're good. Simple. So that's how you tune with your ear, with the 5th fret. Not too terribly hard, pretty simple. If you can't quite get it, you need a slightly different timbre, you can always do on the 6th and then the 1st. I do that frequently because I have issues when it's just one's fretted and one's open. It has a slight different tonality, so I'll fret them both, and that helps me along. So now with the G and B string, like I said, that's a major third. So you don't go to the 5th fret, you go to the 4th fret on the G string. And that should be a B. It is a B. And that B on the open string is flat. So you would just, until that flat one matches up. Still a little flat. That's good. All right, yeah, we're good there. Actually, this says it was in tune and then it went just barely flat. There we go. And I didn't detune the E strings. I don't like doing that one. It's the flimsiest string or the easiest string to break on your guitar. And when you break strings, you'll know that that one breaks more than any other string. So that's how you tune the guitar. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. There's not a lot of technique to that. It's just an easy, straightforward thing. I know a lot of people will do some harmonic type tuning. I don't know how to do that because I've never done that. I've always done the 5th fret going on, except for the 4th on that G, and been able to find what was in tune and what wasn't. So that's pretty much how to tune your guitar. Now, there are a million different tunings out there, but you're starting out. Start on this one, learn this one first, then branch out into some of the other ones later on when you get higher up in levels and start approaching intermediate type guitar playing. Then's the time to really start looking at other guitar tunings because you understand why they're tuned that way, what they provide for you, what they limit you in, and things of that nature. There you go. That's tuning the guitar. Please make sure that you go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified really when we upload our next video. The next video is actually going to be the first scale that you should learn and 2 ways to practice it. But for right now, have a good time on your adventures, and I'll see you in Guitarland.